Let's talk about these redacted search warrants. Authorities trying to track where the suspected murder weapon, that U.S. Marine Corps fighting knife, was exactly purchased. We know Kohberger's DNA found on that knife sheath. What is your takeaway? Is that DNA a smoking gun in this case for Kohberger?
It's a smoking gun. If that knife sheath would not have been left behind and would not have been found by law enforcement next to Maddie's body, this possibly could have remained unsolved. This was an aha moment for him the minute I'm sure he realized he had left it behind. We know he returned some hours later. Maybe it was to see if he had accidentally dropped it when he entered his vehicle. But in any event, this was the piece that really broke the case.
New details also describing the moment that Kohberger was arrested, allegedly rummaging through trash cans behind his house. He had latex gloves on. What are you tracking in terms of these details, and how do they contribute to the case in any way?
Well, these are important details because it shows, in my opinion, him covering up. In other words, him concealing the DNA. We know, and I think he would know as a PhD student in criminology, that plastic degrades DNA. So by putting any foodstuffs, any food that he might have been eating, that food trash into these plastic bags, you could surmise that he knew that would help degrade it, and he was doing it in gloves at 1:30 approximately in the morning. So this is all very unusual behavior, and behavior I would believe is because he was trying to make sure his DNA wasn't found.
And Kohberger's defense team getting the green light to add another death-qualified attorney is the term here. Can you explain this to us? As an investigator, what does this tell you? Will the prosecution likely be pursuing the death penalty here?
I think the prosecution may, but whether they were or not, she needs, Ann Taylor, who is the main attorney for Mr. Kohberger, she needs an assistant. And quite frankly, he's been helping since the very beginning. We've seen his name on numerous documents, and he will serve as second chair. And she's got to have a second chair. There is so much to go over, all this evidence, all this information, someone during the trial that would actually be able to take notes, and, you know, two heads are better than one. She's going to have even more than that. But it's important to have a true second on your team. So I expected this.
Based on the evidence that we've seen so far, how strong would the case be for the death penalty here?
Well, it's a strong case. If brutally going in and with a knife committing this type of carnage against 4 innocent college students doesn't equal a death penalty possible going forward in that manner, I don't know what does, Natasha.
All right, Jennifer Coffindaffer, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.